What's good, Black Star Podcast, y'all? Today we're gonna be looking at a video from the High ATL channel, and this is from Angela Stanton. Now, keep in mind, I'm recording this while everything is going on with the Mike Tyson fight and Jake Paul. I am gonna be watching what's going on. So I got my phone muted. I got it right here next to me. I'm watching this shit because this shit is crazy. But still got to put out that content. But damn it, let's go ahead and get started because this right here is crazy. And what Angela says about all black women want is control and power. Oh, I'm about to upset some people.
What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B-Hot Radio. Shout in as always. I got my podcast partner off in this thing. The original hot boy himself. Turk, what up, though?
You already know, man. I'm just cooling, man. Cooling, and we got Angie in the building.
Angela Stanton. I mean, a friend and family member to the show.
Yeah. That's right.
Angie, everybody's been waiting to hear what you got to say about this election. What was going on with Robert Kennedy? What was going on with Trump? What were your thoughts on the Kamala, her whole campaign and stuff like that?
Is it Kamala or Kamala?
Kamala.
I don't think I've ever pronounced her name right, but I want to say that, when it comes to Trump and Kennedy, I got a lot to say because those are two men that I've been able to work with myself personally. I have not been able to work with Kamala Harris. However, I have paid attention to her campaign because she's come to Georgia quite a bit. Mm-hmm. And what I've noticed is that every time she came to Georgia or when she went to a HBCU, the tour was basically being led on women's rights and reproductive rights. Mm-hmm. And to me, that was very offensive because, for one, Roe v. Wade had already been overturned, so it wasn't even on the ballot, if we're going to be completely honest. So it was just a way to play on the emotions of black women. And then also it was the fact that you're voting for women's rights, but you got to be born to become a woman, right? And these type of rights actually execute the women of tomorrow. So it's like all of the women that thought that they were voting for black life were actually the carriers of black life, right? Voting for a right to terminate black life. So it was.
That's crazy because when you think about it, and when these women are actually advocating for, even women in my comment section that got a problem with what I'm saying here, y'all carry the life of black people, whether it be black men or black women, black boys or black girls. Y'all carry the life. So I don't understand how y'all say that y'all want to fight for black life when y'all were fighting for the right to actually delete that life from coming into this world. Y'all talk about y'all want power, but the power that you want only comes with more children. Y'all talking about all these rights that y'all want, but that also comes with children. Y'all want the power, but y'all don't want to have to actually raise the next generation so that power can continue to be ahead. Y'all think about the now instead of thinking about the future. And what's sad to me is the black men that voted for Trump, they voted not because they liked Trump, they voted because they wanted a future for our next generation. But y'all don't see it that way. Y'all see it as black men are trying to vote against your ability to do whatever you want with your body. You can do whatever the fuck you want, including close your legs. But a lot of y'all don't want to close your legs. A lot of you don't want to even go out there and find a husband that's worth the damn. If we're gonna talk about black life and black all this blackity black stuff that y'all want, y'all need to first start bringing the next generation in so that we can actually help build them up so that they could be in a better place than what we are. But y'all don't think about that. Y'all think about the here and now instead of thinking about the future and what could be prosperous for our future as a community. But as we all know, this ain't a community. This is fucking bullshit.
was a very offensive campaign to me, even all the way down to the DNC. And I think that's what sealed it in the coffin to me, because they went to the DNC, and I call it an abortions Hot Wheel bus, right? Because they had a bus where they were performing live abortions on the scene.
What?
And me, because I'm spiritual and I done studied all the religions and I know about Moloch and Moloch worship, I'm saying to myself, you mean to tell me that these people actually performing human sacrifices at the DNC to win the election? And I was like, God is not going to stand for this. But everybody you saw getting off that bus was a black woman. When you talk about downtown Chicago, what's the demographic? So why are we sending abortion Hot Wheel buses to the hood?
Wait, was this really
but
going
we're
on?
not taking them to the
you
border.
making this up because
Now
this don't
you
even
know.
sound believable.
Now you know.
Because we didn't see it
Now
on
you
news.
know I ain't gonna say nothing that can't be fact checked.
Okay.
Now you know everything I say can be fact checked, and anybody
God.
can get on the computer
So
and
why
research this right
why
now.
didn't they put that on the in media like they always put everything
I'm
on?
not sure. It depends on what type of media that you're watching. Of course, we know that a lot of these mainstream media news outlets have been complicit, right, with being biased. But then you got, social media. And that's why social media is kind of like a gift and a curse. But it was all over social media, live footage, and that's why we got some people in Congress fighting so hard to ban TikTok and censor some of these other platforms.
Exactly.
Because you got the American people stepping up and telling the truth about what's really happening and exposing what's going on behind the scenes. So the fact that they had an abortion Hot Wheels bus in the hood in Chicago, they got all these abortion clinics in the hood in black communities, but they ain't got no abortion clinics at the border. They ain't sending no abortion bus down there to service them women coming across the border. They ain't got them abortion clinics in the wealthy white neighborhoods.
Come on.
I said, hold on, wait a minute. I said, I'd rather work for someone who wants to make America healthy again, right? Like
Facts.
Robert F. Kennedy.
Fact.
Yeah.
Kennedy.
Instead of aligning myself, and the black card was always in question.
Yeah.
Because I'm just finna get on some RNS right now. Y'all know what RNS
on.
is?
Yeah.
What's
The
RNS?
realest.
Real nigga shit.
Yeah.
I'm just finna get on some RNS right now. Like,
I'm here for it.
You can't give me the black card if you married to a white man
Ooh.
and you raising white children.
Ooh.
Because it's hard for me to believe that, like, everybody is pro black life until it's time to marry and procreate. What's the essence of black life? Creating black life, right? So not only that, but you also are on a HBCU tour, right? Telling childbearing age young black women to, they have a right to abort, okay? While you don't have any children yourself, but you're raising your husband's 2 white children, right? And why didn't they take that reproductive rights tour to Yale or Dartmouth? Like, why didn't that message go to the predominantly white colleges?
So what you think it is? You think it's to control the black population?
Of course, it's a replacement plan.
Yeah.
Because if you look at it, and if we're just going to be 1,000, and this is why I'm so excited to be working on Make America Healthy Again with Robert F. Kennedy.
Okay.
Those of us that's 40, right? Like, if you think about it, the lifespan expectancy of man is 80. So we done lived half our life. It's downhill for us. So in the next 40 years, we on our way out. So what's coming behind us? The children, the next generation. So if we're boarding them, okay? If we have agendas like LGBTQ plus, children, things that sterilize children, give them puberty blockers and stuff, and they're not reproducing, okay? And then we've removed the majority of the black men from the home because they in prison, right? Or homeless, not because of mental health or not worth, and then we got a high population of black men that no longer even want black women. And then we also got a high population of black men that believe they're black women.
Dang.
So in 40 years, and then this is another question that I have for our community when we gonna just be 100.
That's right.
If we look up research, we know that AIDS has been the #1 killer of black men. Anybody can look this up, right? When it comes to medical apartheid, just like all of this other stuff, COVID, whatever. If AIDS is the #1 killer of black men, why are we as a community allowing that to be pushed on our children? It's almost like, just pressing the button for self-destruction. And in this election, You have the nerve to have black women putting up all of these posts. I saw one so disgusting the other day. Black man, the next time a cop have his knee on your neck, don't call black women. Right?
Oh my God.
But these are the same black women. You like the black babies that you aborting, them little black boys, they gotta grow up to be black men. The same boys that you're voting to chemically castrate and turn into little girls, like they're the black men. Y'all don't care about black men. Y'all don't even care about black life. All you care about is power and control and feminism, and that's I can't stand with that because it has completely destroyed our families. We're voting to abort our bloodlines.
I want to get into your journey though, Angie. I mean, you was over there with Robert F. Kennedy, still is. What was that like when he stepped down and then he moved over there with Trump?
Well, for me personally, it didn't come because I've worked with Trump before. So I know that I can go in and get real results because I've actually done it.
That's right.
So I'm not somebody that buy into the media lies, but what I will tell you, to be fair, is that what I enjoyed about working with RFK, not only becoming an independent myself, was that I was able to get in a space where I could work with everybody because I really, truly do love my community. And I can't be fighting with my community because you Democrat or I'm Republican when I know you care and I care and we want to get the work done.
That's right.
So being in the independent space allowed me to be able to work with people all the way across the aisle. And there was a call made to Kamala and her team as well because we were willing to work with everybody, and Kamala and them basically dissed us, you know what I'm saying, and ignored us. But when he put the call in to Trump, and of course I said, look, like, we need to come together. We need to show that we're united, because at the end of the day, when we done fighting over political party, none of us really just want to be out here voting to abort our kids, right? Every abortion should be a tragedy. You know what I'm saying? I know damn well we not just voting because 7 white men, because they always talking about, oh, white men want to control our bodies. Well, the 7 white men that ruled to make Roe v. Wade legal, right? They gave you permission to kill your baby and get away with it. Because the daddy can't do it, right? And you got all of these women. And 1 minute they don't want y'all to have nothing. You can't say nothing or none of that, right? But the next minute they want to fight for equality.
You know, right there's surprising, because if you really think about it, what she's saying ain't wrong. And the crazy part is, somebody said that you're fighting against our rights, but my question is this. And I haven't seen her actually respond to anything I said. She said, well, I already said what she said, but I said, y'all talking about that y'all want to fight for y'all rights, but yet Roe v. Wade was overturned by the Supreme Court, which allowed women to vote for the right to continue to abort your child. So it removed the government out of that decision for you. So what these women don't understand is they think that Roe v. Wade being overturned means that they can't go out there and get an abortion, when that's completely false. You can still go get an abortion. It's just the fact of the matter is that you have to vote upon it. And then in certain states, it's outlawed. Or is, well, not outlawed. Certain states, you can only do it under certain conditions, whether it be harmful to you, incest, or grape. Outside of that, you can still do it. You can travel to other states to do it. It's not really, you want to be completely honest. You can continue to abort your child, even if you want to. Y'all want the power to do what the hell y'all want to do, but when something's offered back to you, you don't actually read up on it. Y'all actually just make up shit. And it's bad that I know more about what's going on with that than a lot of these women that's complaining about it.
So if the mother don't want the baby, even if you want it, right? She get to go kill the baby. get a pat on the back, get congratulated.
Yeah.
They even pay for it. Give her a free ride to the clinic, okay? But if the daddy don't want the baby, nigga, you going to jail every 30 days on a child abandonment warrant. They suspending your driver's license. You're gonna be made to take care of that child. The government is gonna make you be responsible for the life that you created. But for some reason, we want to give black women, and black women are not even the creators of black life.
So what you got to say to the people that say,
For those of you women that say that black women are creators of life, she just told you the truth. The men carry the seed of life because every month on that special day that y'all start to bleed, that y'all start leaking red, that's death coming out of your body. Your eggs are expired. So that's death. Comes out your body and it cleans your body out. Without a man's life or the man's sperm, there's nothing but a period. Regardless of how y'all feel about it, and I don't enjoy saying that, you still need a man. And if you go to a sperm bank, they still have to get sperm samples from men. So regardless of how you want to slice it, no matter how you want to dice it, you still need a man.
okay, she was with Trump, then she got with Kennedy, and people are saying that it was a setup the whole time to divide the vote so Trump can win. They say you
So-
never left Trump.
Well, no,
You
I
set
never.
people up
I
to-
never
for Trump
did.
to win.
I never did leave Trump, but I did leave the Republican Party because remember, I never had an issue with Trump. Trump was good to me. You know what I'm saying? He gave me a full and unconditional pardon. I went into his White House. He changed the law. Like, I never had an issue with Trump.
Yeah.
But I did have an issue with the Republican Party because I had spent a lot of time, working on certain campaigns, and I just did not see their interest to want to invest in my community. And I was one of the ones that was being a voice on that side.
Yeah.
When it comes to RFK, we have to remember RFK ran as a Democrat in the beginning. I wouldn't touch it because I don't fool with the
Yeah.
Democrat. But RFK was really, truly a friend of mine. And that's why you guys got to read my book, Trump, King, Kennedy, because I ended up meeting
That's hard.
RFK when I was working with President Trump. COVID hit, and then RFK and them started to defeat the mandate. So I had actually traveled like the country with RFK fighting against some of the mandates that were
Come on.
imposed. Right, so we had already created a relationship. But when RFK ran as a Democrat, I couldn't stand with that because I just in no way could I support the Democrat policies of today. Now, he was cheated through that process because we remember they wouldn't let him get on the ballot. They wouldn't let nobody vote for him, did him the same way they did Bernie Sanders. This is another reason why American people were upset because they said no one picked Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
Because RFK would have been a choice for a Democrat president
Exactly.
and would have won.
Yeah.
And had he done that, I would have never had the opportunity to work with him because I don't fool with the Democrat Party. But let's
Yeah.
keep on going. So if we're going to back up, he first ran as a Democrat, okay? After they cheated him out of that process, okay? Because they already had a plan. They knew they was going to insert Kamala.
Yeah.
He ran as an independent. In the process of him running as an independent, Trump and them campaigning, okay? And they hiring people, all right?
Yeah.
I just wasn't one of the people that they hired. And it's okay.
Yeah.
We're not gonna hate, okay? We still got work to do.
That's
So
right.
y'all know I'm doing Auntie Angie's house,
Okay.
right?
Now,
I put a call in. I say, look, y'all tell Trump about Auntie Angie's house. I would love for him to come by. I was told, by his senior advisor, not by him, that I can't expect Trump to come sit on the sofa, right? So I was like, damn, okay,
Yeah.
because when I went to Mar-a-Lago, shit, he had a sofa. I sat on it. So,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know what he sit on.
Yeah.
And I'm
Exactly.
sorry, I ain't got the shit, but
Yeah.
it's cool.
Yeah.
All right, then I called RFK. I said, Bobby, I see you running as independent. I said, you're a friend of mine. I said, you totally got my support. I said, why don't you come by Auntie Angie's house to see the work that we do? Because, the black maternal health crisis is a real thing. He said, okay, I'll be there. 3 days later, Bobby was at Auntie Angie's house sitting on our sofa for an hour and a half,
kicking it.
holding our little black babies, okay?
Come on.
Listening to our stories. And Bobby said, you know what, Angela, you're right. We do need to do something. He said the abortion numbers are too high. He said you can't have abortion as high as it is in the black community and the black maternal health crisis. If the black mama dying and the black baby dying, then that means that we're in trouble because the black man, you know y'all ass already. You see how they treating y'all now, okay?
Yeah.
So RFK comes by. RFK is moved by the work that we do. And next thing you know, RFK offers me a position on his campaign as a senior advisor. And I took it. And I didn't take it necessarily because it was about money. But this time I felt like I deserved to have money because I had campaigned for Trump them and they never paid me a dime. And anybody in Atlanta will tell you how hard I went for Trump them and how beat up I got. But it wasn't about that. It was about what I believed in, and it was about trying to wake my community up.
Yeah.
This time it was the same thing. Bobby was running as an independent, but in this campaign, I had the opportunity. Like what I did with RFK, I could have never done with Trump. That influencer meeting that we had, that both of y'all was at, we wouldn't have been able to do that with Trump because y'all weren't ready.
Yeah.
You understand? There's no way I could have got all my partners and say, look, y'all weren't ready because you didn't have a full understanding. But because it was Bobby was in that intermediate space that allowed us to all come together and share our ideas, and what me and Bobby and Make America Healthy Again stand on. We taking it all the way to the White House. Like, something has to be done about the black maternal health crisis. And who better to do it than Auntie Angie?
So I seen that Bobby gonna have a position in the cabinet. How is that gonna look like going in the future with Trump?
Well, Bobby actually has more than a position in the cabinet. Trump actually put Bobby over the transition team in the White House. So Bobby will be selecting each person that works in the White House and over what position that they will have, which is a good thing for us. Because that means my man, we in. But here's the thing about it. What Bobby is focused on this Make America Healthy Again, and Bobby's fight, which we know he has done for years with the Children's Health Defense. Bobby worked with Johnny Cochran. Bobby done sued the FDA, Big Pharma. First day in office, they taking fluoride out of the water, right? So there are a lot of things that they're doing in regards to health that we need. So Make America Healthy Again, merging with Make America Great Again, you know, that ain't really a bad thing if y'all got real ones in there like me.
You know, that's crazy. And I just had to let that finish playing out. But Angela ain't wrong. There needs to be something done about this because too many of our people have died have passed on, or have never been born. You see Hispanic women coming in, or Hispanic people having babies left and right. And when you think about it, we've become last, really. We've become last. They don't look to us as a voter block no more. The Democratic Party doesn't look at black people as a voter block no more. And here's why. They see us as an error. Not an error. They see us as something. They see us as nothing more than just people to ask to vote and never do anything for. They don't care about our struggles. They don't care about anything we got going on. These people simply do not care. And the only thing they're gonna do, all they're gonna do is this: come to the church. Ask for us to. They're gonna ask for us to come vote for them. Tell us and promise us all sorts of shit, left and right, upside and down and square. Then when it comes to that time, they ain't gonna come back until the next election. We gave them our vote, and the only thing they're gonna do is just give us their ass to kiss. Nobody wants to deal. Nobody wants to vote for that shit anymore because it's not worth it. You tell me that people just come in and just keep on asking us for our vote, but we steadily going around here looking dumb every time we vote for these people. And what do we get? Like I've said before, I'm an independent. I go based upon what's good for my community. And sorry to say it, but Trump won because of that. A lot of Hispanic people voted for him because they don't agree with they don't agree with Kamala's or the Democratic Party's policies. A lot of black men are starting to wake up and say, fuck that too. White men and white women voted for them. Voted more for Trump. So if you really look at the numbers, they're doing it to themselves. You can't blame us black men for this whole entire situation that Kamala caused on herself. But anyways, guys, like, share, subscribe, channel, support the podcast at Spark.com. I will catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you guys for listening. And here we go with the fight. I'll catch you guys later. Bye, guys.